are 5 rows. We know that there are 7 columns. I hope by now we've learned other strategies besides counting all the boxes. What is the area of that shape? What is the area of that shape? How did you figure that out? Okay. What math did you use? Yeah, so Sam said, okay, I have a 5 by 7, and this kind of looks like an array. And I know with an array, I can multiply instead of counting all my boxes. So she did the equation 5 times 7.
Gives you 35.
And then to figure out multiplication, she used the strategy of skip counting. What other strategy could you have done? McKenna, I cannot nod my head yes at you more times than you ignore me. Yes, please go get another pencil. What other strategy could she have done? She skip counted, which was great because she knew how to skip count by 5, and I'm sure most of you did. But what other strategy could she have done to multiply 5 times 7? Kaylin?
She could have counted.
She could have counted. We're going to get away from counting because we know all these other awesome strategies. But yes, because this is all drawn out, she could have counted them. Ella, what else could she have done? Okay, which one would you have broken apart? Which factor? Okay, and what would you have broken it into? If I'm writing, you're writing. Okay? Ella wants to break apart the 7. Totally fine. I'm not a big fan of skip counting by 7. Most of you aren't very good at it either.
I am.
Awesome. I don't need that announcement. If I broke apart the 7 to 5 and 2, what would my equation then look like? Natalie, what would it look like?
It would be 5 times 5.
5 times 5
Plus 5.
plus 5 times 2. Because we're taking our initial factor and multiplying it to the 2 parts to figure it out. What is 5 times 5? Courtney? Nope. Yeah, not or 25. It is 25. Don't add. 5 times 2 is what, Dylan? 10. And 25 plus 10, that's pretty easy peasy.
35.
35. I'm missing something. Okay, Jer, what am I missing?
An answer something?
Well, I don't necessarily have a real question. I mean, yes, what's the area of the shape? I could make an answer sentence, but I'm missing something a little more important than that answer sentence.
The equation?
I have an equation. Brian, do you know what I'm missing? I have an answer.
The answer in the equation.
Okay, I'm still missing something. Aiden, do you know what I'm missing? Gabriella, do you know what I'm missing?
Dimensions.
I have dimensions. Those are these guys, length and width.
But we're missing, like, feet long or inches long.
What are those called? If it says feet long or inches long. What are those things called? Susie?
Who back there on the bus?
No? Sam? The unit.
The unit.
Does it tell me what my unit is? Does it say 5 feet by 7 feet?
No.
5 inches by 7 inches? No. So area is kind of unique in the fact that it might not always give you a unit. And so the unit that you're going to write is square feet unit. Those are squares. You don't have another specific unit to use, like feet, inches, meters, whatever. So our actual answer is 35 square. No, we don't know if it's feet or inches. It is just square units. So if you don't know what the specific unit is, you need to write square units. Now make sure you write that word square in there because the whole part of area is that we are using what?
Squares.
Squares. We're using the length and width, the whole square, not just part of the square. Heidi, do you have a question?
No, but,
We just talked about if they don't tell us what we're using to measure, we're going to use the term square units. That's only if they don't tell us. But what are some types of measurement that they could put? What kind of units can you measure area with? Can you measure space with? Aiden?
feet.
We can use feet, foot, or feet. Aiden, are we talking about when we say feet? Are we talking about the feet that we stand on?
No.
No, we're not talking about that. What are we talking about, Aiden?
Rulers.
We're talking about a ruler. How many
Measure feet.
of something goes into 1 foot?
Inches.
How many inches? Do you know how many inches are in 1 foot? 12 inches make up 1 foot. So if we can use feet or a foot to measure, we can also use inches. Yeah.
Meters.
Which one is bigger? Feet or inches? Which one is a bigger unit of measurement? Eva? Feet are bigger, inches are smaller. Why are they different? Why would a foot be like this big and an inch be like this big? Why would they be different? Grace, why would they be different? Okay. Aiden, why are they different? Okay, so why do I have inches and feet though? Why do I have 2 different kinds of measurement? Uh-huh. Yeah. Why is the question I'm asking.
Because inches make
Distance that can measure some kind of space. So we're not going to use like pounds. Do pounds measure distance?
No.
No, that measures what? Weight. I don't need to know how heavy my tiles are. I don't care. But I do need to know how much space they take up. Okay, so we use units that measure distance. There are many units that measure distance. We have a whole bunch of them. Units that are smaller, like an inch, can be used to measure smaller things. Would I want to use a ruler to measure how wide Gabriella's pencil is? Would I want to use feet? No. Maybe inches? But what if I wanted to measure how big the school was? Would I use inches?
Miles.
I would use something bigger. So I need you to write.
Meters.
I need you to write in your notebook that units that are smaller can be used to measure smaller items because they will be more precise. So if I'm measuring Brian, myself, Lucy in feet, we're all going to be around 4-ish feet. However, if I use units that are smaller, like inches, I'll have a more exact measurement of all of these people. Do you see what I'm saying? The smaller unit can be more precise. Hang on to that thought, Grace. Larger items can be measured using larger units to be more efficient. You're exactly right. When we're measuring Dixon Elementary School, we're not going to use inches. That would take forever. We would use something bigger that would be more efficient. We won't be doing that all day. So go ahead and write what I've underlined in green in your notebook. Okay. All right, crew. So let's pretend I wanted a bulletin board that was 6 square units.
Yay.
And I drew this shape first. Would that shape work?
Yes.
Yes. Another way I could do it is I could do a 1
Looks like a bar model.
a 1 by 6. Would that still give me the area of 6?
Yeah.
Does that rectangle look exactly like that rectangle?
No.
No. But is the area the same?
No.
Tricky. That's what I'm looking for. Okay? You can come up with lots of different size rectangles that has the same area of 40. Does that kind of clarify a little bit? Stop. Right here.
We also have to put the square units on the sides. Like
That'd
we
be
did yesterday.
awesome. That would be really helpful, yep.